right, I'm going to stay on Hillary. One of her closest aides saying in an email that Hillary Clinton often gets confused. All right, well, listen to what Ed Klein had to say about Hillary's health earlier on this program.
I'm told that behind the scenes, when she leaves the stage, that she looks and acts quite old, that she has blinding headaches, that she has dizzy spells, her hands are trembling. There's a lot of health issues here that have not been reported.
Joining us now, an old friend of this program, Harley Lippman, who is a Hillary Clinton supporter and donor. All right, Harley, you heard what Ed Klein had to say. Now, you can dismiss Ed Klein as a gossip monger if you wish, but he was the former editor-in-chief of the New York Times Magazine, and he was in that position for 10 years. His journalistic credentials are impeccable. What do you make of him saying that about Hillary's state of health?
Well, I just came back from Europe. I was there for 2 weeks. I get a little dizzy, coming off the plane and traveling to different cities. That's what happens when you travel. I mean, she's logged more hours, I think, than any Secretary of State. And she's a little bit older. I just think that goes with the territory, and people are a little too hard on her on that.
Well, Ed Klein is saying she has health issues. She took a tumble in her own home, I believe, a couple of years ago, and she gets blinding
I don't buy
headaches.
any of that.
You're not buying that?
No, not at all.
Well,
I think it's gossip mongering, and you alluded to that.
I did, and I used that expression, quite rightly so. I used that expression because I'm not going to deal in gossip. That's but right. This man has impeccable journalistic credentials.
But as he pointed out, he's not a doctor.
But his sources are describing Hillary's behavior, that she gets splitting, blinding headaches. That she
I don't see
dizzy.
that. I don't see that. In fact, I want to share something with you. When I went to see Hillary not that long ago, I hadn't seen her for a while. And there I was in a room with about 80 people. And she looked around and she saw me and she says, "Harley, good old friend." Came over and we hugged each other. She has a good memory. Better than Bill Clinton, in my view, at least from my experience.
You're going to keep giving money to the Clinton campaign?
Yes.
You are. Okay, I understand. I'm not knocking it.
I think she's the perfect moderate for this country. Just on the issue that everybody's harping on, which has to do with her comment in the debate that she was at 9/11 and she worked with New York when they asked her about all the money given to her.
You think that's legit?
I do. I'll tell you why. She actually has the right balance. On the one hand, which none of the other Democratic candidates mentioned, she said that she would hold executives personally accountable. So on one level, she's really going to be serious about dealing with the banks. If you look at her program, she's given regulators the ability to look at the banks, and if they're not manageable, to break them up. And she said in that debate that if they're not playing by the rules, she will break them up. So for whatever reason, she didn't take advantage of what I think is the best question, because I think she strikes the right balance in that answer.
All right, so she's still your candidate.
Absolutely. And on national security, she will be tough. She will have a very muscular foreign policy.
Well, she'd better separate herself from President Obama.
She is. During the administration, she wanted to bomb Syria. When Obama drew that red line, she was in favor of that.
There is that, what was it, the redo with Russia? You got to work at that one out. But
she's a tough one. She's the one that was sent around the world to...
Reset. Thank you very much indeed. I'm forgetting my English. Harley, thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate it. We will see you again soon.
Okay, thank you for having me here.
And she is going to be the Democrat nominee.
Absolutely.
You got it.